Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we're going to be getting some more fish to go in my 75-gallon aquarium. This right here is my 75-gallon tank. It is an American cichlid tank and it is currently home to my redhead cichlid, my blood parrot cichlid Kobe, my firemouth cichlid back there in the cave, my 4-line pictus catfish, and then also 2 silver dollars right over here. And if you take a look at the whole tank, you can see that there is plenty of open space in here. It looks a little empty, honestly. So I definitely want to get a few more fish for this tank. And I think I have a pretty good idea of the fish I want to get for this tank. First of all, you guys saw those 2 silver dollars in there, and those are schooling fish, and I want to get at least 4, maybe 5 more of those guys. Then also kind of going along with that, the pictus catfish is also a schooling fish. So I'm hoping to find maybe 2 more pictus catfish that we can get for this tank. Then other than that, I do want to get a few more cichlids. I definitely want to get another electric blue acara. I honestly like that fish so much, I might get 2 of them if we can find like 2 good looking ones. But then also I do want to get another albino Oscar for this tank. As a lot of you guys probably know, I used to have an albino Oscar named Ozzy. He was one of my favorite fish, but one day he just died randomly, and I've been wanting another albino Oscar ever since. So hopefully we can find one today. And yeah, that's just like an overall idea of the fish I want for this tank. I highly doubt we're gonna find every single one of those that I just named, but we're just gonna see what we can find and get what we can. And when we bring them home, we are gonna need to quarantine them for about 10 days is what I usually like to do. And to quarantine them, we have that 25-gallon, which is now empty after we moved the flower horn in there. And we'll take a look at him in a second. But then I also have 2 10-gallon tanks that we can also use as quarantine tanks. We definitely want to play it safe and quarantine all the fish we get today because we do not need another ick outbreak in this tank. So yeah, we are going to head out to the pet stores here in just a second, but I do want to update you guys on just a few things. First of all, in the last video, we did move Pluto, our flower horn, into this 40-gallon tank. And if you take a look at it, it is just looking incredible. The water is absolutely crystal clear, and I am just super happy with how it turned out. And Pluto definitely is as well. He loves this tank. He's always swimming around in the open area. And we are going to go ahead and feed him, and you can see him coming out right down there. There it is. I fed him a couple pellets earlier, so I don't want to give him too much. Boom, there it is. So yeah, Pluto is doing awesome in his new 40-gallon tank. And guys, I've actually been thinking about getting another crawfish for this tank. You guys know I have an electric blue crawfish right there in that cave. But I was thinking, how cool would it be if we got an all-white crawfish for this tank? He would definitely find a home in that house right there. Pluto can't fit into that house, so he would be safe in there. But I would definitely need to do some research on whether a young flower horn like this could live with a larger sized crayfish. I don't know, I'll just need to look into that. But let me know if that's something you guys want to see. But yeah, one more thing I want to show you guys before we go fish shopping is our new tiger Oscar. His name is Tank, and he has just recently started eating. So I'm gonna drop in some pellets and show you guys. You can see Ike does not hesitate when it's feeding time. But yeah, you can see our boy Tank munching away. It is definitely a huge relief that he's finally started eating. I was starting to get worried. He went about 6 or 7 days without eating, but he has finally come around. But yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy going on. All of our turtles are still doing great in their new 55-gallon. Willie, our one-eyed koi fish, and his goldfish friend are gonna be going in the outdoor pond very soon. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys. Now we are gonna head over to a pet store, probably multiple pet stores, and hopefully find the fish we're looking for. Alrighty guys, so I just got done inside of that first store, and I'd say that was a success. We got 2 of the fish we were looking for. We did get our albino Oscar, as you can see right here. He's like the perfect size. He has beautiful colors, and this was like the main fish I was looking for today, so I'm definitely happy we were able to get him. And then also they did have electric blue acaras. They had a few of them. They had this big guy right here, so I just went ahead and got him. All the other ones were too small. If they were a little bit bigger, like the same size as this guy, then I definitely would have gotten 2, but we did just get 1, and we'll stick with that for now. If we see another one at this store, then we might eventually get a second one. But yeah, we are going to get these guys home and into a quarantine tank, and then over the next few days or over a week or so, we're going to keep looking for the rest of the fish I wanted to get, like the silver dollars and the pictus catfish. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for the rest of the fish I wanted, but we are going to get this Oscar and this electric blue acara home and get them all set up in a quarantine tank. Alright guys, so we are back from the pet store. We've got our 2 new fish right here, and we're just going to go right ahead and let them start acclimating to this 25-gallon right here. This is going to be their quarantine tank for the next 10 days or so, and let's have a better look at them. There's our albino Oscar right there. Beautiful colors on that guy. He's mainly white with like spots of orange, and I think that's just awesome. And then right over here we've got our electric blue acara. Both of these guys are like the perfect size for the 75-gallon tank, and I am very excited to get them in there. But first, like I said, they do need to quarantine, so we're going to give them about 20 minutes to acclimate to their quarantine tank. Then we're going to throw them on in there. So with that being said, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so it has now been 20 minutes. Our fish are ready to go into their quarantine tank. So we are gonna dump them into this net, and then from there we'll put them in the tank. So we got our albino Oscar right there, and now we're quickly gonna dump in our electric blue acara as well. And there he goes. Now into the new tank they go. And there it is. There's both of our fish right back there. Our new Oscar. I am very excited to have him, as well as our electric blue Aquara. But now we are gonna go right ahead and turn off the lights in this tank. That just helps whenever you add a new fish to a tank. It helps them get more comfortable. And yeah, we'll give them some time to get used to this tank. We'll check up on them later. Like I said, this video is probably gonna be over the span of at least like 2 weeks. I'm gonna try and get those other fish I was talking about, being the silver dollars and the pictus catfish, and then maybe anything else that catches our eye we might get. So yeah, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna see you next, but whenever it is, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so it is now 12 days after I got our albino Oscar and electric blue Aquara. These past couple weeks I've been looking everywhere for silver dollars and pictus catfish, but just no one has them for some reason. I checked like 4 different places a couple different times and I could not find them. But luckily today I decided to stop by Tropical World Pets. This is the same place I got Tank the Oscar, and they did indeed have 3 silver dollars. They're kind of small, definitely going to be a bit smaller than the ones that are already in there, but that's fine, they'll grow. But also I did get a Texas cichlid. I didn't plan on getting a Texas cichlid in this video, but I saw it. I've had 2 Texas cichlids in the past. One of them was killed by Ike and the other one died in our ick outbreak. So I'm gonna try one more time with the Texas cichlid. They are beautiful fish and I'm really hoping all goes well with him. But this store has some awesome stuff, guys. You guys already saw it in the video. They had absolutely massive Oscars, literally some of the biggest Oscars I've ever seen in person. They had orange flower horns, which I've seen one time in Aquatics, Chicago. And yeah, I'll definitely be back here very soon. I'm hoping to get eventually an arowana and a red-tailed catfish, and I've seen both of those things at this store. But yeah, what am I doing? Let me show you guys the fish we got. Right here is our Texas cichlid. This was the biggest one. And then right here are the 3 silver dollars we got. I think they look a bit bigger on camera than they actually are. These guys are pretty small. And then in the tank with the Texas cichlids, there was actually this floating plant and it looked like it was growing in really well. So I asked if I could buy some and they said I could just have some for free. So a big shout out to them for that. I don't know what this is, but I'm probably gonna just throw this in my guppy breeding tank and let it grow out. But yeah, we're gonna get all this stuff home. We're gonna throw those fish into a quarantine tank. I think I'm probably gonna give them 10 days before they go into the 75. Then we'll get those plants into the guppy breeding tank. And with all that being said, I will see you guys at home. Alrighty guys, we are back from the fish store. We've got our silver dollars and our Texas cichlid right here, and we are just gonna go ahead and put them in this 10-gallon quarantine tank to start acclimating. Got the Texas cichlid right there. There we go. Let me turn the light on real quick. Yeah, now you can get a better idea of the size of these fish. Yeah, the silver dollars aren't actually that small. They'll definitely be fine in the 75. And then we got our Texas cichlid right here. That guy is definitely gonna be awesome when he grows up a little bit. But yeah, we are gonna give them about 15 to 20 minutes to acclimate, and then they'll be ready to go into their quarantine tank. Alrighty guys, well it has been closer to 20 minutes actually. These fish are ready to go in this tank, and you can see I also threw 3 little rocks in there just to give them some structure to hide around. But first we are going to put the Texas cichlid in here, and I'm just going to grab him by hand out of the bag. And there he goes. And then these silver dollars I am going to dump into this net. And into the tank they go. And there are all of the fish right back here behind this rock, snuggling up together. It is definitely going to take all these fish a little bit of time to get used to this tank. Again, this is just a quarantine tank. These fish will be in here anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. We'll probably give them around 10 days like we did with the Oscar and the electric blue Aquara. And we are going to wait to put those 2 in the 75 until these guys are ready as well. I just want to put all of them in the tank at the exact same time. So hopefully everything goes good with these new fish. Hopefully they are completely healthy so we can get them into the 75 as quickly as possible. We're just going to see how it goes. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in at least a week. Alrighty guys, so it has now been 8 days since we got our Texas cichlid and our 3 silver dollars. They are all still alive and well here in this quarantine tank. I just turned on the light so they're all a bit scared, hiding out back behind this rock. You can see our Texas cichlid there. And then our albino Oscar and our electric blue Aquara are still doing good as well. And today's the day that they're all going into the 75-gallon tank. They've been quarantining for 8 days for those guys and then 20 days for those guys. And none of them are showing any signs of sickness or anything like that. So they are good to go. And yeah, with that being said, we're pretty much gonna hop right into it. And the first thing I'm gonna do is actually remove the firemouth cichlid from this tank. He just does not get along with the fish in this tank, and I've tried putting him in the 125. He doesn't get along with them either. So I think I'm just gonna have to rehome him, honestly. It stinks, but I think that's pretty much our only option. So I am gonna go ahead and get some of these bigger structures out of the tank so it's easier to catch him. Yes, got him. Let's go. And now we're gonna get all the new fish into a separate bucket. Then they'll all go into the 75 at the same time. Got our Oscar right here. We've got the electric blue Acara. Now we're gonna grab the Texas Cichlid and silver dollars. All right, got 2 of them right there. And last one right here. All right, so we've got all the new fish right here in this bucket. And now we are gonna acclimate them to the new tank. And to do that, I'm going to get a scoop of tank water and add that to their bucket every couple minutes. Then here in about 15 minutes, they will be ready to go into the new tank. And with that being said, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, the new fish have been acclimated and are ready to go into the 75. So we're just gonna go right ahead and start putting them in there. And we've got a few right here. I think we have the electric blue Acara and 1 silver dollar. Yep, and there they go. Now we've got 1 more silver dollar and the Oscar. And there they go. Oh man. And now we got the last silver dollar right here. And there he goes. And now I am gonna go ahead and get all these decorations all set back up in here. All right, there we go, everything is in. And now I am gonna go right ahead and turn off the light in this tank. So hopefully all goes well in here. We are gonna leave this light off for quite a while, probably just the rest of the day. We might check up on them tonight, I don't really know. I'm gonna watch them for a little bit with the tank light off like this, just to make sure nothing too crazy is going on. I wanna make sure they're all getting along fine. It is gonna take them a little bit to get used to this tank and to get used to each other. So I will update you guys on them later, probably just tomorrow. We'll probably just give them the rest of the night to get situated. And yeah, I'm excited to see how everything goes. Hopefully it goes well. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, well it is the next morning and let's go right ahead and take a look at the 75-gallon tank. So far everyone is doing very good. You can see our Texas Cichlid, our electric blue Acara, then our Oscar cruising through the back. And then you can see all of our silver dollars right back there. The 3 new ones immediately schooled up with the 2 that were already in here. They've all just been chilling together, which is awesome to see. Then the fish that were already in here, we got Kobe and the redhead right there. Our Pictus catfish in his usual spot under the driftwood. We unfortunately could not find too many friends in this video, but we're gonna keep looking. And if I have to, I'll put in an order for 2 more Pictus catfish, so he will be getting some buddies here pretty soon. But yeah, everyone's doing good, and I am gonna need some names for the new fish. The Oscar right there, I already decided I am naming him Ozzy. That was the name of my old Oscar, and I just love that name for an Oscar. So that guy right there is Ozzy. We don't have a name for our redhead right here. I've had him for a little bit, but I have still not named him, so feel free to drop names for him, as well as our Pictus catfish and our electric blue Acara, and then also the Texas Cichlid. And then I don't think I showed you guys where I went with the firemouth cichlid. He is temporarily in this 10-gallon quarantine tank. He's right under there. He's doing fine in here. Definitely a bit uncomfortable, but I just had to take him out of that tank. He doesn't get along with the fish. He literally hates Kobe for some reason, but neither of them could go in the 125. So we are going to be rehoming the firemouth. I already have a place for him to go, and I actually know the guy personally that I'm giving him to, and he's actually giving me one of his fish, which will be going in the 125, and you guys will be seeing that very soon. But yeah, you guys will still be able to see the firemouth every once in a while, like if I go visit or something. So he is going to a good home. I wish we would have been able to keep him, but he just doesn't get along with anyone, and that's just how it goes. But that pretty much is going to wrap up this video. Today's comment of the day goes out to, and if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.